There you go.
Oh, I love that.
Hey, hello, and welcome back to another video here with KCT, home of the gun and gear reviews you can use. We're in the Booms rooms again. It's very hot in here, so I will try to make this as quick as I can. And yeah, I am Ben, and just another bearded asshole talking about guns. So I just want to go over a couple things real quick. I have a lot of stuff to talk about today. Obviously, we have the world famous talking hands here, and we're going to explore some awesome stuff from Breek Arms today. So we do have a lot of videos coming up with them, checking out some of the stuff that they've done recently and some of the products that they've put out. And just real quick, wanted to show you some of the stuff that I got recently in an unboxing video. So just full disclosure, they did send me one charging handle free to try. I went out and bought another two of the Warhammer charging handles just because I thought that it was a nice design. I really liked it. And they did give me a little bit of a discount code for purchasing some of their other products for this review, but other than that, I bought everything. So just real quick, full disclosure on that, let you know that, maybe only half in the pocket. So anyways, let's get right to it. So first thing I want to do is hit you guys with this, and that is the Warhammer charging handle. And if you like cool packaging, this is pretty sweet for, a charging handle. It doesn't come in a poly bag. It's not one of those things. It's just in a tiny little box. It's got everything front and back. So it lets you know how to actually install this, which is, of course, super easy. It's a charging handle, but it's they didn't really cut anywhere, cut cost anywhere. It's a full-sided box with printing on every side. Go ahead and open it up, and for those who care, there's actually stuff on the inside as well. So I just thought it was really cool that it's not just a bag charging handle or something that you just get where it's just like loosely packed or anything like that. But this is why you're actually here. So they give you little stickers, they give you little Warhammer stickers. Those are cool. I play Warhammer 40K, so it works out well for me. But this charging handle, guys, is pretty damn smooth. So like I said, I did get 3 of these in total, the 2 that I bought there. And they, according to the site, weigh less than an ounce. I think it's 0.98. And you can feel it. Like, this is much lighter than, let's say, a BCM Mod 4 charging handle, which I've replaced with these things. So we will get into everything. We'll have its own little video, but just real quick, the anodizing or the coating there is just beautiful. It is even all the way through. There's no scuffs or nicks or uneven patches. The operation itself is very, very nice and very, very simple. When you pull these levers, that goes and unlocks there. And there's a backstop to prevent it from basically going too far. Now, on the ones that I've already installed and ran on guns, it's interesting because when you run this, if you're just going to go ahead and do a standard like left-hand charge, it really almost feels like you are side charging a receiver. And that's actually because that when you pull these back, they're almost completely horizontal, with the gun, or perpendicular, I guess would be the term. But it doesn't give you that like weird, like kind of mechanical, like oversway. Some latches or stop you like 3/4 of the way, so you really feel like you're grabbing a latch. This is like, it feels like, honestly, like side charging a gun or like an AK or an M1A or something like that. So very, very cool. Again, we'll have videos for all this stuff, but one of the things I really wanted to point out is the serrations on the inside there. They are excellent. They really, really pull your hand into the handle. It's very hard to slip off, and they're kind of angled into the charging handle itself. So the design is amazing. Let's see how that holds up when we go run them out for the field. But so far, I'm a believer. Very, very nice lightweight piece. You can tell that this was intelligently constructed. This isn't a throwaway piece. This isn't we kind of made this thing because everyone's doing charging handles. they went into, you know, a pretty crowded market and said, okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and make this. So that's kind of how it works on the other side. Both sides, of course, it's an ambi. But yeah, we'll see these live and direct there next couple days. But yeah, if you were looking for a good ambi, especially going underneath the scope or other optics, and you have maybe like the screws for the mounts out the side, this is a good choice. All right, so enough of that. We'll just go ahead and move on. One of the big things that I love are muzzle brakes. And this is their 2-chamber brake. Now it's, you know, nice and simple, elegant, understated. It's like filling out your SAT multiple choice questions with a Mont Blanc. It's pretty cool. And there's actually little, let's see there, if you see those, like the way that it's angled actually to direct that blast up and back. So it sort of gives you kind of a clue on how to time that. There's no tines or anything in the front. It's just a flat muzzle brake. So this is clearly something that's designed to control recoil, kind of at the expense of everything else. You know, so I'm gonna be interested to test this out. I do have some go fast guns I like to run that would benefit something like this, and yeah, so I'm pretty excited. The finishing, again, excellent. I mean, this is perfect. You know, the coating is just, I mean, even inside, you can see there, it's just beautiful on the inside. Guys, if you don't know how to do machining, coating, things like that, and you guys know who I'm talking to, buy some of these and set them on your desk and look at it and say, if what I turn out doesn't look like this, I should probably scrap it and go back. This to me is equal to the quality and finishing of like a V7 weapon systems. Now that's not something that I say very lightly. I love those guys. They have some absolutely amazing product, very, very, very high end. You know, same thing with like a next level armament. In fact, even maybe a little bit more than those guys. The crazy thing is that Breek Arms really tries to go for a more budget price point. So I think this is 30, 40 bucks, something like that, with the blast shield, which we'll go talk about right now. So this is what got me interested in seeing what Breek has to offer. I believe I'd seen the Warhammer at some point in time, but somebody had this in their build on Instagram, and I was like, wow, that looks really cool. The design speaks to me. It's not one of those things where you have a huge tube that's massive as far as like a blast redirection device or, you know, concussion forwarding device. It's pretty much as small as they can make it for the flash hider that they have. And obviously there's some knurling there. They call this their castle flash hider. So this is to twist that on there and kind of lock that down. You'll see some more up front here. Let's get a picture of that there. And then of course it says Breek Arms here with their logo, and then blast shield back here. So just kind of a nice touch. They actually went through and decided to you know, get that in there when they're machining it. So if you look inside, it's just gorgeous. I mean, again, perfectly smooth, perfectly flat. You know, on a piece of something that's $20 something, $25, something like that, there are companies that will sell you flash hiders that are more than $100 that don't have this level of finish. So whatever you guys are doing, however you guys are doing your machining, this is amazing, Breek Arms. And again, we will have some actual video on this with the brake and other things. This is just getting you to see how this looks and how this all works. Now, the stuff comes in really interesting containers, which you can unscrew and with the muzzle device, and everything is in here. So this is actually a next level armament device. You'll see why this is actually in here, not in the gun right now. So this isn't one of theirs, but I'm just kind of parking it in here for the time being. And what's really nice is they were very thoughtful and included crush washer and a clocking ring with every muzzle device. So whether you're looking to do kind of a more of a semi-permanent install with the crush washer, or being able to swap things out all the time with the clocking rings, you have both options. And I think that is awesome in today's market. I mean, I've got more muzzle brakes and flash hiders than I know what to do with floating around, and it would be nice if every one of those companies did something nice, like including everything that you would need for, again, a semi-permanent installation or a more swappable installation. So these are not really watertight, I don't believe, but what I want to do is probably put some batteries in them, and AAA something, whatever, and throw them in my range bag, because batteries roll around all over the place, and these are pretty damn cool little containers. So sorry to geek out on that, but it's kind of something new I've never seen. All right, so I know we're going through a lot of stuff really quickly here and dropping stuff. But so this right here that I got, the flash or muzzle brake, does have these nice threads on the back of it there, and that is to attach this Castle muzzle brake or Castle flash shield. So I'll go ahead and get that in there, and you can see how that looks. Again, the finishing is very even. You're also seeing that the finishing from the brake to the flash shield is the same. You're not seeing any weird discolorations or unevenness. Again, really clean, smooth machining. Beautiful. I mean, like, I can't say enough. I've had some recent problems with some companies and their poor quality control, and sitting down and looking at this stuff, I've sat here for quite a while trying to see if I can find a fault or, any sort of burr or messed up finishing or anything like that, and there is none as far as I can see. So this will be interesting to see how this plays out. And this is actually my first setup for these. I have a friend who's actually got something from Spear Manufacturing that's very similar. So we're going to see if those threads fit his blast shield and vice versa, because that would be kind of cool, even if they're not from the same company there. So, okay. So we got the muzzle brake. We got the blast shield. We got the Warhammer. Now what? Well, this. And this is their gas block and gas tube assembly, and it is an adjustable gas block. So recently I purchased a Seekins Precision adjustable gas block, and I'll be actually working on that this weekend as far as getting the video out and showing the tuning on that. And it was around 60, 65 bucks, something like that. This is about half. Okay, and I got the gas tube included with that. You can actually get the gas tube included for free when you order their gas block. Now this is their packaging for this, and I love it. So many hexes that Snake on Machine is probably upset, but this is great. I don't know why more companies aren't doing this. And again, at the price point, when you're looking at 30, 35 bucks for an adjustable gas block with gas tube, that's insane. And especially with like the level of packaging, the level of quality, that is really nice. And I'd like to see more companies do something like this. Probably moving forward in the future, this will hold maybe like a 22 conversion bolt, little CMMG thing, whatever. But there is definitely some good play with this as far as bringing more crap to the range. So one of the things I love about this is if you give them, I think it's an extra $2 bucks, $2.50, they will install the gas tube roll pin for you. Now, this sounds stupid, and this sounds like I don't know what I'm doing with an AR. Maybe I don't. But anytime I try to install a gas tube roll pin with just a standard, punch, it's hell, because it just keeps wanting to pop off. So yes, I will go ahead and get a nice set of punches that hold roll pins, but guess what? I don't have them right now, so pay an extra $2 bucks to have all the aggravation of putting the gas tube roll pin in there is worth it for me. So this is a carbine length gas tube, and some of the stuff that they do is just really cool. So if you look here, I don't know how well it plays where my fingernail is. So the whole gas tube is a normal thickness all the way down, and then it stops, and then it thins out here, and then at the very end resumes that normal thickness. So what my understanding is that they did that so that this fits better through like the hole in the upper receiver for the gas tube, as well as any rail system that was there. So you only really have to push this little bitty part through, and when that is in the receiver, it widens back out, so that is the correct width for the bolt carrier group's gas key. So if I was a betting man, that's what I would say is the point of slimming that down and then sort of machining that back. Other than that, this is a 3-screw clamp-on style. This is actually the first clamp-on style that I've had, and so it'll be kind of interesting to see how well that works. With everything that they've done so far, I believe that this is going to be a solid investment. Now, they were nice and included the adjustment screw is right up in front here, and then your locking screw is right to the side. So if you have a rail that is the proper size, they will go ahead and allow you to insert an Allen wrench and go ahead and tighten it up, tighten the locking. So that looks amazing. Again, the finish is perfect. Love it. Looks great. So awesome. And then they just give you a bag of Allen keys, a long one for the adjustment from the front, and then the shorter ones to the side. So, and then one, of course, for the actual screws. Holding that on there. So that is awesome. More companies need to do this, give you all the stuff you need to go ahead and make that a reality in your gun. So one last thing that I did, and I know this is stupid, I did it anyways. So I went ahead and picked up the M59 Breek that they have and put that on a 10.5-inch 5.56. So the reason why that flash hider is in the can there earlier was that that was the Next Level Armament, probably one of the best flash hiders for a short barrel I've ever seen. It's their Helix flash hider. Do have a video on that. Go check that out. This is going to be a very, very, very aggressive, very, very cranky break. But I wanted to see what it would do on a short barrel and see how many fireballs it throws, because sometimes you just got to do that. So anyways, again, we're going to go ahead and run that out there. You'll see that it's probably pretty vicious. But yeah, I just want to see how that looks, and and then we'll probably try it on other longer guns, a little bit more realistic applications. But I do think it looks pretty cool for a short break there, and it's not much longer than like an A2 flash hider. And online it does look pretty small, but it's actually a pretty decent size. So 5.56, just normal. Machining again is excellent. And with discounts and everything, I think this break, I got it for like $9 or $10 from like a $20-$30 original price point. So again, if you guys are looking to save some money, better get on over there and get these things, because they're in their liquidation section on the website. So first come, first serve. Remember, you saw it here first before you were famous and all that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. And in the meantime, I'm going to be installing that adjustable gas block and gas tube to one of my guns, as well as the muzzle brake there. So we'll also have that, and we should have that coming up at a future range day there. And yeah, absolutely, as always, like, subscribe, comment, share. Please do all these things. Hit that bell notification, everything that you can do that always helps us out. If you like it, tap the like button. If you don't like it, triple tap, double tap, do something. I don't know. Tap the like button again and make sure that that goes off and that shows you like it, not dislike it. Anyways, guys, make sure that you guys are staying hydrated out there. It's super hot. Even in Michigan, we've had 90-something degree days for the past 2 weeks. Insane. So don't have heat stroke. Don't pass out while you're driving. Yeah, stop the text, stop the wrecks. You guys know what it is. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here before this goes too long. And guys, have a great rest of your day. Thanks for being here with us. And yeah, talk to you soon. Peace.